everyone, welcome to Sparkling Diamonds with Brittany and Robin. I am Brittany and I am here for a very fun unboxing of some cute cuddly mini dragons. So before I get started talking about this, I want to say welcome in. If you are new to our channel, welcome. We're very excited to have you. We are a mother-daughter duo. We do lots of crafting content. A good majority of it is diamond painting, but we've been doing some crochet and some cross stitch here or there, and there's going to be some coloring stuff, and we've done one coloring thing, and then Legos, so just lots of fun crafts. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and turn on notifications so you get notified when we have new videos. And if you like this content, make sure to give us a thumbs up to let us know that you enjoy it. And of course, if you guys are coming back, thank you guys so much for always coming back and watching our videos. So, what are we looking at today? So these are some cute mini diamond paintings. So this is from, if you guys haven't heard of it, a small shop currently on Etsy. It's called the Diamond Design Co. And I want to say first, before I get into this, thank you so much to Amy, because she did send this to me to be able to unbox and show you guys. So I do really appreciate that. So we have, it's called Cute Cuddly Dragons. They're 20 by 20 in square, and they're actually by Emma Casey. So we're gonna get into this and see what comes in here. Now, one thing I will start by telling you is if you prefer to do rounds, if you go onto her Etsy shop and you send her a message, I believe she can do all the kits in rounds. I'm not 100% certain, but I'm pretty sure she can. I think everything says square. You would just have to message her about rounds. So first, let's get this thing open here. There we go. I'm so excited about these. I'm such a huge Emma Casey fan, so let's take a peek. I love how their stuff is packaged and stuff. So we got, of course, got our drills in here first. So we'll take a look at these. Good color palette. Everything's in individual bags. We do get like just a generic toolkit. So let's take a look at this real quick. So you do have a circular thing that has one little patty of wax in there. You do get a diamond painting pen with a little squishy. Bonus points if you get it on the first try. You do have a single placer on the pen. When the camera cooperates, you guys will see that. And then they also send you 2 extra multi-placers. We have a 4 placer and a 7 placer here. And so you could just pop those into your pen. You also are going to get a pair of black tweezers. These are super, super sharp, so definitely make sure you leave the plastic protector on the end. And then just a basic diamond painting tray. So we'll throw all this back in here for the time being. All right. So there's the toolkit. Now let's take a peek at everything else in here. So we'll pull this out first. So this is gonna be our sticker sheet and like an inventory sheet kind of thing. So first they do give you an actual sticker sheet. And this whole thing is a sticker sheet, so you can, like if you like to do a logbook, you've got this little image here you can cut out. You do have the Cute Cuddly Dragons, the name of it here, and then you do have your stickers here that are individually cut. If I can get my fingers to cooperate anyway. So you just peel your sticker off and stick it to your container. And then this is gonna have 50 colors, including what? 3 ABs and 5 fairy dust drills. And then you do get just like a paper copy of that for reference, which I do really like. One thing I will note here as we're getting ready to go through this, you do see there's only 1 pack of drills, but we're gonna have 4 diamond paintings. So they actually just recently made an exciting update. So any kits that are 20 by 20 or larger, which would include these, it's gonna have each individual canvas packed with its own individual drills. So you don't have to, you basically don't have to use one set of drills for the whole thing. You just kit up for each one. You can do it one at a time and just kind of keep it organized and neat. So yeah, that's definitely a great feature, especially if you like to, like say you just wanted to work on one of these and you didn't want to have to, like say all the colors might not be in this one canvas, then you would just have like to, if you want to take it on the go, grab one canvas, grab your small pack of drills and go with it. So neat feature. All right, slide this box out of the way here. Stay. All right, the box isn't going to cooperate. We're going to put the box on the floor for now. All right, so these adorable canvases, let's take a look. So there are 4, and they're all these cute, cuddly, there are 4, these are all these cute, cuddly dragons. They're meant to look like, I feel like little squishmallows or little cute eggs, but one thing I noticed when I was looking at them, they're like each season. So you have like a Christmas, this is a Christmas tree in the background. You have, I think this one, was saying is spring, pretty rainbow, like some rainbow flowers. Definitely Halloween, of course. You've got the pumpkin, ghosts, and then this would be summer with all the pretty sunflowers. So absolutely gorgeous. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna lay all these cuties here just like this for a minute. And then I'm gonna pull out just the specialty drills real quick and kind of show you what colors we're working with. That is not one, right? Nope, okay. So we have, so 3 ABs. So if you're new to diamond painting, you don't know what an AB drill is, it stands for Aurora Borealis. And so these drills have like this really pretty shiny coating, and you can actually see it really well when the camera doesn't focus, ironically enough. Once the camera focuses, you can still see it, but it doesn't come through as sparkly, but you see the tops are very shiny and the bottoms are, because the coating is just on the top, so the bottoms are dull. So we have a 208, which is a purple AB. We have another darker purple, 550, and then an orange, 947. All right, and then our fairy dust drills, we have a gray, which is 318. And so fairy dust drills are like, this may or may not show up. They have like a shimmery, like almost looks like glitter coating on the top. And it's built into the drill, so you don't have to worry about getting all over you, but it's definitely a gorgeous, very pretty type of drill. So we have 666, we have 700, we have 720, which there's quite a bit of, and then 741, which there is also quite a bit of. So I love the big chunky bags of specialty drills. I love specialty drills in general. I mean, there's quite a few in that one. All right, so let's stick these back in here, and then we are going to just take a quick peek at where these specialty drills go. All right. I'm never as good at packing these back into the packaging as I am of taking them out. I know I can't be the only one. Close enough, right? So let's take our inventory sheet or our sticker sheet or whatever you want to call it. We're going to look at so I think what we might do is, it might be easier to look at these one at a time and look for the specialty drills. So I think we're going to start with Halloween, because Halloween's coming up. So we got this cutie pie. So let's first see, I'm basically just going to look at the list and see if they're in here. If they're in here, I'll point it out. So we have the 3 ABs. I don't think either of the purple ABs are going to be in here. And I always forewarn everybody, when I'm looking for specialty drills, there is always a chance I overlook some, because especially with these being smaller, there's a good chance, you know, considering not every specialty drill is on here, I might miss it. I don't see either of the purples though. I do see, however, the orange AB. So it's the U-turn symbol. So you're gonna see it all right here in like the edges of this pumpkin, but then also the edges of this cute pumpkin down here. And then our fairy dust drills. So we do actually have the gray in this one. So it's gonna be the like parallel lines there. That's the gray around the edges of the ghost. So you have it all around the edge of this one too. And then let's see, that red one, it doesn't look like we have any of that one. We don't have any of the green. Then we had 2 oranges, which is a lowercase e and a J. So I do see the J, which is the 741. And it's going to be in several places. So you do have a couple in the pumpkin here, so it's the uppercase J. But then you can also see in the toenails and the little fingernails on the hands, also in the edges of the horns all the way around, the center of the nose and the head, but then also some in this pumpkin over here as well. So it's pretty scattered throughout here. You get a highlight on the pumpkins, a little bit on the edges of like the horns of the dragon, and then the ghost. So that's pretty balanced here. All right, so now let's do Christmas, because we're getting to that time. All right, so first, right off the bat, I can tell you, I see the purple AB, in the light purple AB in this. It is going to be the belly here. The inside is the pie symbol, so the inside of the belly here. But you also have some like spots on the tree, like here, and then also over here, and then also a little bit right here, I think, as part of his tail. So you have quite a bit of that. The darker purple, I don't see any of. No gray fairy dust in this one. And then we had a red fairy dust, which was S. And actually I do see a couple. So, and it's the capital S, and you'll see like a little bit here and a little bit here in this Christmas ornament, and then same thing down here. A little bit right here and a little bit right here. And then we have green. Oh, there's lots of the green fairy dust. So it's going to be this lowercase a right here. And so you're going to see it literally right here, all right here on the tree, all the way across. This part down here on the bottom and down here on the bottom. So anywhere you see the darker green, like kind of on the background, is going to be that fairy dust. And then there is none of the J, the 741, but there is the E, which was the 720 orange. So basically the lowercase e in here in this ornament, all right here, there's a little tiny bit here, but then this ornament, and then also up here at the top as well. Actually, there's a couple right there too. Oh, the little tongue too. I almost missed that. Oh, so cute. So there's our specialty drills on those two. Let's look at these sunflowers next. This would be Robin's favorite for sure. So I'm already gonna tell you, oh no, actually I was gonna say there is no purple, but the horns actually. The light purple AB is actually in the middle of all the horns. So I was wrong. Doesn't have the dark purple AB though. And then the 947, which was the orange AB. I do not see any here. I also don't see any of the gray. The red, I don't see. There is a few of the green fairy dust drills, the lowercase a and the little pads of the feet just there. But then the orange fairy dust, there's tons of that on this. So first, every single flower in the corner, you're gonna go from the darker orange fairy dust to the lighter all the way around. Same thing over here, right here, and right here. But then looking at the cute, adorable dragon, the whole belly has the two different oranges. And then basically like outlining his whole body. So like all the way around his face, a little bit of his horns, his hands is gonna be that lighter fairy dust, that 741. And then like his feet have some of the dark on it as well. So super, super cute. And last but not least, the adorable rainbow. So, let's see. I'm gonna assume we have to have both purples on here. We do. And so the light purple and the dark purple are kind of around the horns. So the dark purple looks like kind of like a fast forward button right there. So you'll see it in each of the horns. And then you kind of see some scattered on like the feet and the little claws down here, and then also a little bit in the tail as well. And then that light purple AB is also part of the rainbow here. There is none of the red AB. Any of that gray actually. No, so it looks like the gray fairy dust was just in the Halloween one. S, yes. So the red fairy dust is the entire red part of the rainbow here. So there, you have all of that. I don't see any on the dragon of that one. The lowercase a, which was the green fairy dust, I don't see any of that in this one. And then you have the E and the J, which are the two oranges. So the lighter orange is going to be the orange of the rainbow. And then you also do have some of the darker orange in the two little ears here, but then also in like the feet and the tail, and then also the belly, you have both shades of orange, which remember is the lowercase e and the capital J. And then actually you do have some of that orange fairy dust and the little like flowers. So super, super cute. So excited to work on these, I will say. So Emma herself has already completed all of these. So if you want to see them done, check out Emma Casey's Instagram. She's the artist. I'll tag it down below so you can go check out the finish of these. I do also want to add well, technically one thing, but it's kind of two things. So we actually are hosting 2 events coming up, and these, if you love smaller projects, work perfectly for both of them. So the first one is an event we're co-hosting in December with the 2 crafty Sheilas, Belle and Kim, and that's called Dragons in December. We will be having a video coming up in the next week or so on both of our channels, giving you guys more information about Dragons in December. But if this is something you might want to order, you should still be able to order them and get them in time, because they do. So Diamond Design Co. does drop ship. So it takes you, I think, like 3 to 5-ish weeks to get your order. For example, right now, if I go to place an order, you do it through Etsy. Right now it's telling me it would arrive around between November 19th and November 28th, which is still obviously in time for December 1st for the event. The other thing is, we do have coming up in February the Emma Casey Diamond Paint Along. So last year, well, I guess this year technically, it was just the month of February, and actually going forward, we're going to be doing 2 months. So we'll be having the Emma Casey Diamond Paint Along. It's going to be in February and in March. So this would also qualify for that as well. I also want to say I did not talk about their canvases. So these are premium canvases. You can see they do have the scalloped and perforated edges here that prevents fraying. You do get a very nice piece of plastic on here. It's not too thick, not too thin. You do get, it's got a fantastic grip on the glue here. You can see I'll hold my whole finger up here. And then the back is that soft, velvety premium canvas for each one. So great quality canvases, would be adorable to finish, and then you've got one you can interchange them for each season. So super cute. I really, really love these. Again, Amy, thank you so much for sending these to me. This will be another thing I will be probably adding into the mix, because I've gotten where I like having some minis. So maybe I'll try to try to finish the Halloween one this week. So stay tuned to our channel for an update, maybe a short of seeing this cutie finished. But like I said, if you want to see all 4, what they look like, all 4 look like finished, definitely check out Emma Casey, her Instagram down below. I know she's got a photo of them finished up there. So that will do it for this video. I appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with me and checking out these cute, adorable, cute cuddly dragons by Emma Casey from the Diamond Design Co. So that'll do it for this video. I appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with me and looking at these cute, adorable diamond paintings. Definitely recommend checking out more of either Emma Casey's artwork or the Diamond Design Co. has tons of cute little mini smaller projects ranging in size from like 10 by 10 to even like 40 by 30. So some good small projects to check out there. Otherwise, we'll see you guys in our next video, hopefully. Definitely make sure you're going to be kind to everybody in the real world, online, and in our comment section down below. And we'll see you in our next video. Bye, guys.